Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. 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 What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, snakes, chickens, ducks, alligators, frogs, turkeys. It's the world famous, the internationally, intergalactically known Beatz and Bitz podcast, man. We back in the building, me and Serizaku just sliding in the building like little Cryo. What's up, my man?
Not much, dude. How's things going with you?
Work, and more work.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I can't say it like I want to say it because Rihanna and them, they'll copyright strike the video.
Yeah.
But that's just the world we living in, man. First and foremost, I want to shout out everybody. I'm living dangerously, by the way. I had me a good 24 hours. So I was up all last night taking care of some business. And while I was doing that, I watched Halloween Kills, and I went all the way. And I passed out like 3 or 4 hours ago. So, oh man, but living on the wild side today. But give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna cam up. But hey,
right.
Halloween Kills, man. Man, I don't know. Did you watch it, Serizaku?
No, I haven't yet.
So that's what. Look, I was handling the business last night, had an emergency, and so I cut it on. I'm like, all right, it's just gonna be me and you, and I'm gonna see if I can get through this ride. It was pretty good. Like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Now I'm doing this the whole time. Like the whole time I was just like, oh my God. So I'm gonna watch it again. But I wish I went to go see it at the theater. I'm just say that. Cause it's so much stuff
that's going on.
Oh man, they tied everything in. They wrapping up plot lines from the first movie. You know what I'm saying? Like we get a little bit more on the backstory of Jason. And
Michael.
Did I say Jason? I mean Michael. I've been up for 23 hours. But anyway, like we got so much backstory on Michael. And what I like about it, and this ain't really a spoiler because it's from the trailer, is Hatfield just fed up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is riding tonight to stop Michael, and I'm not gonna give it away, but man, and edge of your seat, man. Like you're gonna be sitting there, like in the way that they did stuff for this movie, right? The way that they set up some of these kills, you're gonna be like speechless, like, and then it's gonna flood. It's like you ever watched a horror movie and been frustrated?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're gonna feel like that, but at the same time, you want to see where it goes. Next thing, Back for Blood, man. Me, L Streets, JT the Giant, and Sam, my boss, man. We played 2 hours of the game, and I was in love with it, man. I was just in love with it. Like they really overhauled it from the beta.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean Turtle Rock, man, I don't know what they doing over there, but they doing something over there, and it's the right. It's, man,
Yep.
I did not know that they was gonna. They put their foot in it. They really put their foot in it, and I'm proud. I'm proud of those guys because I know it was probably nerve wracking for so many years that they couldn't really. Because I don't know if they did anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Did they do something else? But it just seemed like they did what Left for Dead, and after Left for Dead, it was just kind of like, what do
Good.
you do? Yeah, basically. So, um, man? So I know you see the news, Serizaku. Like, um, what happened? I'm trying to remember. Oh, so there in the city, there was a car game bandit. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? It was a car, and apparently, shout out to Fleet. They didn't get the Wizards wagon, but thank God. It's the same guy. He's been rolling through different states in the Midwest, and they've
Mm-hmm.
been hitting up smashing and grabbing a whole bunch of cards. But they did get a DNA sample. He got sloppy and cut himself on one of the raids, so they gonna
Hopefully it
give him.
leads to an arrest.
Yeah, yeah, because the way they made off like fat rats, and it made me upset because it goes back to what I said. I said, man, once people figure out and realize how much you know TCGs are worth nowadays,
Yeah.
and how much money that they can garner over the over the years. Like I just realized that sealed product, if you buy sealed product today and sit on it, couple years down the road, you got product that's worth, hundreds if not thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just depends on how the market falls and everything else like that. So I'm, I was kind of upset about that, but once he told me that, I was like, okay, cool, cause you know what I'm saying? Like somebody was gonna have to get at him like they was getting at Michael in this movie, cause like car shops already before the pandemic, before the quarantine, um, were going through it,
Yeah.
and due to the quarantine, they started to get a resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
When we thought that, you know, Wizards of the Coast, Konami, and all of them were getting away from that, they actually stepped up and said, no, we're actually about to drop more product, physical product, than we ever have. And all of them are just been like, my head's been hurting because of all this scrolling and
Mm-hmm.
all of this stuff. They like, do you see the Magic stuff? Like they're doing Fortnite, they doing a whole Lord of the Rings set.
Yep.
Pokemon just came out with like, I was like, dog, I'm already getting the budget together for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all over here making it hard for your boy to breathe. Then Yu-Gi-Oh got the Kaiba set coming out. They
Cyberstrike just dropped today.
yeah. Yeah, it did. So I might be getting I might be getting a box of those. I don't know if I'm doing a play set because we ain't outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
So
probably just gonna pick it up.
yeah. So then we got the premium gold El Dorado. Um, what else? What else is coming out? Battle of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon. I forgot the other. They gonna do another set after celebrations. That's like I forgot what it was. Like I saw something on it, but I can't remember what exactly. Um, oh, I think they're gonna do like a set for shining pearl and brilliant diamond.
Probably.
So um, yeah, man. So it's a good time to be in the TCG. So I hope they that the guy gets arrested, and that the car shops actually put better get better security, you know what I'm saying? Get some better to, safeguard the stores, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get some metal graded cases, that slide over the glass and stuff when they leave out at night. I mean, it sucks that you got to do all of that, but yeah, you got to do all of that. Like, I don't know if they got collector store or not, but I know that they hit four shops, and it's just sad, man. Prayers go out to all of them. I know they got insurance, but some of this stuff, man,
can't get back.
You can't get back. So I'm pretty sure they got insurance on all the seal products, but the books of Magic, the books of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that they that people have brought into the shop or sold to the shop or whatever.
Nah.
You just gone. So yeah, man. What else? The Young Thug album. Now, I know you probably didn't get a chance to listen to it, but
I didn't.
Oh man. Now, you gonna like this one, Serizaku. You gonna like this one. You gonna like this one, because when I cut it on, I thought it was gonna be more of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we bouncing the club, we turning up, you drinking, we doing we do. No. This album started off, I was like, is he really talking about what's like? It started off like a hip hop album, the first 3 or 4 tracks. Then he starts getting into, the single bag. But I was just like, the way it sounded, the beats, the features, like, I think he might beat out Drake. I think this might be, the album of the year so far. I'm only halfway through it. But just like, you could tell, like, J. Cole, Drake, NBA Youngboy, Griselda. I know you probably like Griselda a little bit more. They're a little bit more old school. But like, this sounded like he had something to prove with this album. Like, this is the old, because I remember before Young Thug got into all the club and party music, this is what he was on, like old school hip hop, R&B, and then like that 2004, 2005, like Jeezy trap era records. And this sounds sonically is just like, wow, he really did it, So now let's get to the elephant in the room. That was a lot of quick hits right there, but Nintendo. Go ahead, Serizaku. I want to get all that out the way. And we'll come back and talk about Halloween and spoilers next week. But where my water at?
Let me start with this. You go from having Nintendo Switch Online being $20 to full on $60 for N64 Sega Genesis. What the fuck is it gonna be when you add GameCube?
$100.
Fuck all that noise, man. I don't need N64 that damn bad. Besides, it's only gonna be the basic shit, and it's no. I can't justify that shit. I mean, everything that's on N64 is like, hey, the games you putting up there, you ain't putting up none of the legendary shit that we actually want. Mostly because, well, there's some rights issues. So, no, we're not going to have Killer Instinct Go. No, we're not going to have WCW NWO Revenge. No, we're not going to have WWF No Mercy. No, we're not going to have none. We're not going to have San Francisco Rush. We might get Cruising World, but I mean, everybody honestly don't have Cruising World at this point.
I mean,
why don't you tell me who hasn't been with that damn game? So, no, I mean, when I saw that, and I was just like, $60 a year, like,
really?
Disappointed!
Man, I will say this: if the online for those games, I might just
No,
because it's coming. Well, I mean, I want to try it out and talk about it and see what's going on. Uh,
save
just
your
to
money.
see, like,
Save your money.
just to see. Because I'm gonna say this: I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna give a full report on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already, I already just got a year, so all I got to do is add on to it. So,
Man,
um,
I just would rather buy sandwiches and cars.
yeah, basically, I mean,
Cause this 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 is
it
this ain't
depends on
it.
how I feel when the 25th roll around.
Like
'Cause
I already looked at what games they had known. I'm like, all this shit was on the way. I already
well,
have all this.
the only saving grace is online F-Zero.
I have that on my way.
Well, yeah, you already got it.
And then it's like, oh, we putting up Pokemon Puzzle League. I have that on my way, and I have that on my N64.
Yeah, I'm talking about
You need to come up with
online.
some. I'm like, okay,
Oh, but well, I forgot. You might have a
yeah. So
yeah.
I'm like, no, you guys don't have anything. Now, if y'all want to throw a Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 up there, like, we can talk business.
Mm-hmm.
But until that time, I mean, no, I mean, maybe one day UNICEF will want to get in on sponsoring people for, playing games online. But until that point in time,
They actually
it ain't
have.
happening. It's not gonna happen right now.
Not UNICEF. We're gonna have little Charlie Brown banners at the side with the little
Shit,
donation tip jar on the side. It's
shit.
gonna
I
be
keep telling people anytime that they want like, man, I can't pay you for this. Look here, this is a business, all right. Now maybe one day UNICEF will want to get in on whatever I'm doing, but until that time, I'm the person to see.
yeah. Um, but you know who messed up, right? Even more, right?
So,
Rockstar is allegedly charging $70 for the remastered collection. Now, I think that is gonna be a special edition, and it's gonna probably be $30 like it was last time for the trilogy. But you pay
yeah,
$70 to get the physical uh deluxe edition. It's probably gonna have all the manuals, all
the
probably
maps.
the maps, all that good stuff. They probably have one big huge one, and then you flip it over and it's the trilogy thing. It's gonna probably have one big huge one. You're gonna have the first side of it's gonna be 3, the other side of it's gonna be 4, then all on the right hand side will be all of San Andreas, and then you flip it over. You know what I'm saying?
Could be
Maybe a soundtrack. Greatest hits of the soundtracks. You
whatever
know,
songs is still left.
I think they're gonna get all of them over there because
No, because given the way that they done for it, it's like, no, we ain't got the rights to it no more. We ain't gonna even try.
uh, I think that's next. I think the remaster version of 4 is gonna be next because that was
Yeah,
done on the Rage engine, and I think that'll be really a truly
yeah.
a remaster. Like I think
Because
they're gonna
GTA 4 was really well done.
yeah, I think that's gonna be the next one. They're gonna remaster it. They're gonna put the physics in there. They're gonna probably keep. I actually like the GTA 4 physics better than I like the GTA 5 physics.
I
Like because
mean,
4 was
five
more
is
realistic.
five is kind of rather disappointing.
Yeah, I'll say that on the story side, I feel like they didn't really. It wasn't as
It's like
long.
coming off of like 4 and hell, even San Andreas and Vice City. Like I didn't care about none of the antagonists for real.
I like, you know what though? I did like the story between
There, there still has not been a good enough antagonist. I feel
since
as
Tenpenny.
since Tenpenny. Tenpenny was just there. He has that song that if
Yeah, you
you
just
was
heard
rolling down the street to that song,
man.
man, shit, you would have people shook.
Yeah, just doo, 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 doo. That's
Shoot.
almost like the Michael Myers that like that's almost like that's one of the like if they did a
Yeah.
top 10 enemy like theme songs, it'd be Green Ranger, Michael Myers,
Tenpenny.
um
Tenpenny.
Tenpenny. Tenpenny number one.
Cause I'm like, dude, like if I got to roll down on a buddy of mine, cause whatever he owe me money or whatever, I'm gonna be like playing Tenpenny's thing, just walking down his street.
Yeah.
He'll just be like,
Rolling down, you're gonna be blowing it through the speakers. You're gonna have the windows down, you're gonna turn it up, not all the way.
oh shit, dude, if I was a cop, man, I would just drive the Tenpenny's theme the whole time. Be having people be looking at you like, God damn it! Like, what are you about to do?
Yeah,
And you just kind of want to do some Tenpenny shit after you listen to this. So you like,
man,
I want to pull this motherfucker out his car and be like, man, oh man, this Officer Pulaski was a gun that was used to gun down Officer Pendlebury, a fine man, I might add, no than 10 minutes ago. I like, I just got off the plane. Yeah. It's amazing how quickly we caught you.
He said, you work fast.
You work fast.
I was like, wow. And
see
then
you around like a donut car.
Yeah, and they threw him out the car. Like that was the crazy part is what like that's just how the game started. And then like, nah, man, we had too many Tenpennies, man. Then they end up making a movie off of them with Lakeview Terrace. Basically, that was the Tenpenny.
That
movie.
was Tenpenny the movie.
He was like, "Oh damn, we can't do this for real." All right, cool, I got it. Cut his hair bald and everything. I was
right,
like, wow.
Tenpenny. Like, yeah, like my buddy showed up in town. I was gonna go to him, like have him meet us at a restaurant. And go like, now you get something straight. We own you. You're ours. We can shit on you from such a height, you'll think God himself has crapped on you.
Man.
You understand?
Yeah. Hey. He was just legendary, man.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Tenpenny.
And then they didn't even have to kill him. He just died because the tank fell on top whatever it was what was it? The fire
truck.
Yeah, that mug just fell and bounced off of him, and he did. They was just like CJ he walks over finna just blast him, and then Sweet goes, nah,
it's fine.
It's fine.
And then CJ just goes, see you around. Officer.
Yeah, and man, hold on, spoilers, but I mean it's 15 years later, so I mean,
who the fuck don't know? But just
Google it. But
you can watch the whole damn game on YouTube with just all the Tenpenny scenes.
I mean, he sat up there and incited a whole riot just to get CJ to come back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
Like he turned Big Smoke. And that right there, like Big Smoke and Ryder, I already knew Ryder was a snake just looking at him. Like,
well, one of my favorite things that he just simply said was like, oh, yeah, man. Like, Sweet is alive and inside, being treated in a hospital for gunshot wounds. I mean, come on, Carl. Your dumbass, your moron brother's alive. Your soon-to-be turned out street trash sister's alive, and she's on the second one day. Things are certainly looking up for you, Carl. I was like, damn.
See, and we'll call you when we need you. And it would see. I would say
my favorite is still the mission where you got to go do Wheat Tip, where he just fucking goes and he says, He's like, Carl, like, you got that package from my friend? Like, yeah, like, all right, why don't you go and put that in this car and get Wheat Tip a car? He's like, nah, man, the code of the street says I can't snitch. I don't care if it's you, my brother, anybody, it don't matter. Carl, he's a DA. Oh, yeah? Where I gonna find him? Take the back off hotel. You're like, why'd you say so? Like, shit, I'll do it.
He was happy to go do that when he was like, for real. He dapped him up. I was
like, Carl, he's a DA. Oh,
Ah,
okay, let's go.
look, yeah, he said, man, why you ain't look? Why you won't have me do this on the regular? And then
You're
what?
like, why you ain't laid off with that?
Yeah, he was just like, man, he went look, and so rest in peace, Charlie Murphy when he had Busy B, man. Busy B was so cold. And then if you go in there, like it's a cut scene that triggers if you just jump straight down to the flow and
Mhm.
you land over there. Like I forgot how you gotta do it. But if you do it where they don't see you go over there, it triggers a whole different cutscene, I think. So I was just like, man, and then just going to the different cities, even though it's not as polished, it
Yeah.
was just like, man, we in the hood, like night, and then when I talk to like my people out there in California, they like, yeah, bro, the city really didn't change, so it was like that back in the 90s. But
Mm-hmm.
going back through there, like on 5, that was one of the things that I was like, oh my God. So when you
Mm-hmm.
go back to Grove Street and it looks totally different,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't really have it in St. Louis as much. Like it's certain places in the city that's changing, but it ain't changed like that. But when I talk to my people out there in California, they like, yeah, bro, a lot has changed. A lot has been
I
added.
mean, shit, like me going out to North County, I was like,
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
what
North
the
County has
fuck?
changed.
Like
It
I
has
drove
changed.
out there, it's like
Night and day.
most of this shit is like derelict. I remember when this area was lively, and it's like, what the fuck happened? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Uh, folks left,
Yeah,
and then we didn't take care of it. So it's like,
no,
and then we didn't have the money to take care of it neither. So,
yeah.
that was the other part too. But um, it's like I learned from playing these games, like life definitely changes. I think with four hit me the hardest though. I gotta say four is my favorite, even though I love San Andreas.
Mm-hmm.
Four is like my all-time favorite simply because like it was just the feeling that you got being Nico, the way the city was structured, the way the
Yeah,
people were like it felt heavy on you. It felt like
four felt like this was the this was the best that Rockstar had to give you,
yeah.
and I think five was trying to overcompensate by doing a bunch of shit with the revolving door protagonist, and it's just like I don't
I,
give a fuck
see,
about this.
I like five because five really it gave you that feeling like it gave me the same feeling as four, but it just didn't go as hard on the narrative end. But um, but what I say is it gave me a sense of coming of age because right after five came out, like I had bought my car, I got my first place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And I just remember just listening to Smoking and Riding with Freddie Gibbs and BJ Chicago Kid. And I just remember like I said, man, um, one day I'm gonna go out there and a couple years later I went to E3.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went out there to E3, I got that feeling. Like I got that feeling of, the weather and the like I'll say that. That's what five was more so the experience and then you as an adult because they knew a lot of people was kids coming up with this that really should have been playing it. So it's kind of like with the 3D trilogy, we got to see how the world was.
Mm-hmm.
Four, we were we had just came off of 9/11, the war. Uh, Obama had just became president. Like we had a lot of talk about immigration, which we really wasn't tripping off of, but it started to become prevalent and, more and more as we got older. And, it's just one of those things. Like I'm noticing that I'm just noticing that how each one of them progressed. And I like five but I like it in a group setting. Like I feel like they like Back for Blood. It just 5 works when you got a whole squad, when you got people working together. You get that vibe. You know, you just get that vibe of like the old school games. Like I think that's how they built 5, and that's prevalent in the community that they got with 5. Like I think 5 was more like a toy box more so than 4, which was so narrative focused. And I feel like I'm glad they made 5 like that because they made Red Dead Redemption 2, and that was
In the same vein, yeah.
yeah, well, not in the same vein. Red Dead Redemption 2 was so heavily on the narrative,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like, okay, we getting out of we just like in real life, we coming to the end of like organized crime.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's more digital, and then it's like the reason that people are turning like that. Like, thank God we never had to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but I can see even back then why people did what they did. Like they wanted to live um a square lifestyle. They wanted to work off the land. They wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But they family, you know, they was losing their family members. They were broke. They were poor, and then back then there was no welfare. There was no government
No.
assistance. There was none of that. So it was like either you eat what you kill. So they did what they did to survive, and you know, but it was still, the world was changing. It was like the industrial revolution. It was factory work. It was construction. It was, you know, we were coming out of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Black folks was getting out there in the wilderness in the West to survive. So then then the way they tie this story together from the first to, like, you could play Red Dead Redemption 2. I look at that, both of those games as like one game. I don't look at those games as
Yeah.
separate games. It's like you gotta sit there and play those games both. Like, and I got interrupted because I lost some of the videos, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back and play both of those games, like, you know, in succession, because it just gives you that feeling. You know, I felt like Max Payne 3, a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it because it was Max finally letting go of his past and moving on with his life. You know what I'm saying? And it did it in the craziest way, but it gave him closure, and that was like kind of the appetizer to GTA 5, which, you know, that was coming out of that, and Red Dead was like coming out of high school for me. So when I played them games, it was kind of like welcome to the world. And then with GTA 5, it was like, okay, now I got to get down to business. So I say with Rockstar, I feel like they created their vision, what they wanted to do with GTA, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like we just so eager to move on that, and I think we will, but I feel like they want to wait until everybody has the next generation of consoles so they can show up and show out, and they can show up and show out more on this generation, to where I feel like we can have the mods now. You can hook a keyboard and mouse up and access those tools on the console right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when we get to GTA 6, you're gonna have the modder community. You're gonna have the editor on there. You're gonna be able to put that, you know, keyboard and mouse. Because back then you really couldn't, you know, you couldn't, you didn't have the horsepower to do that on the on you know, PS4, Xbox One, or even PS3 and 360. You definitely couldn't do that on there. But now you can do that on the console. So it's gonna make it be full circle for the people who aren't on PC. Now they're gonna be able to open up their console. Well, not open it up, but they're gonna be able to open up the power on their
Yeah.
console to be able to do that. And I feel like they're gonna make up for the narrative and make it be more they're gonna make it be more centralized and more focused, and then they're gonna also tie it directly into GTA Online, to where, okay, I think you're gonna be able to play your story missions, but it's also like, okay, you're gonna be able to go over here, and it's gonna be a death match already going on. Like, it's gonna be already like, okay, we're gonna take this turf over like in GTA San Andreas, and that's gonna be the death match mode. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And you get so many wins. and you get this, and it's gonna be seamless. Like I don't think they're gonna go into GTA. They might to do lobbies, but I think that they want to catch up to where the community is, and the community is like we get it popping. They got a one-on-one deathmatch mode, but they kind of expanded the community, expanded it to where it just if it goes down, it goes down. They just start counting the kills. You know what I'm saying? If you steal some money, you steal some product, it pops up there about what the product is, and you can pretty much put anything into that game. So with the trilogy, I feel like they have an opportunity to reward the fans that got them to this point. And with that $70, having a hard copy with all of them on there, having some extras, having some, nice stuff thrown in the package and make it $35 on the PSN and the Xbox Live and on the Switch. Like, Limited Run gonna have probably all three versions on separate carts.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really don't think we could lose with this one. I mean, it just depends on how they roll it out, and we'll see here in a couple of weeks how they roll it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but what else was going on, man? I played the Battlefield beta, and I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried.
Like I think that sucker's undercooked.
They need to wait, honestly, until February. That's just me. They need to go ahead and wait till February. Like, just wait. It's good things come to those who wait, and just wait until just wait.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't overdo it, oversell it. Just wait. But what else, man? Serizaku, man, what else has been going on, man? Deontay Wilder and freaking like right after we got off of the show, it's like, bro, what are you doing?
That man lost the fight. It's over. It's done. The trilogy is done, dude.
You lost 3 times in a row, bro. Like after the first one, I would have just went. And
I'm not gonna lie to you though. That ref was giving Tyson Fury them slow ass 10 counts.
Yeah,
like I swear, when he started getting around like 8 or 9, I'm like, motherfucker, can you count?
But see, here's the thing though. After the first one,
yeah,
you should have stopped. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You should have stopped because nobody, you put yourself, your lady, your family, everybody in a trick bag and had them come out, get all dressed up to get knocked out 3 times in a row. I don't care how much money you get. Like that's one of the things that I say, Serizaku, is like your integrity is everything. And
integrity is never easy. It's a daily struggle. It's a costly struggle.
And so I feel like, man, I want Tyson Fury to fight Logan Paul and knock him out. Like I want him to just lay him out on. Like we got one, and he was.
They not even in the same damn weight class.
I know. I want Logan to be both up a little bit, and then
he would have to even have that fight.
He say his own, so he probably over there eating the Meg Thee Stallion hot sauce right now. You see that
man gonna need HGH, like 60 pounds of whey protein, and then he gonna need to talk to Jose Canseco.
Look, all he need is this.
Man, don't nobody want that.
All he need is that.
Don't nobody want that. What he need to do is he need to go talk to Jose Canseco, and then just
I'm gonna try it out. I know we was kind of like when the whole Tory Lanez thing go. We gonna segue into that. I'm happy that she's kind of moved on and let the lawyers and everything talk.
Oh, because she gonna have to. Because every time Tory Lane breathes. And here comes Meg Thee Stallion talking shit. It's like that man didn't even say nothing. The man just took a deep breath, and here it is. You come out there.
Well, I'm gonna say this though.
Like, come on, man.
I'm gonna say this though, Serizaku. It's like when he smashed her best friend though. So I get it. I understand if she gonna play it to the agenda.
Look,
but he was kind of sloppy with it.
If you're mad that he smashed your friend, you need to be looking at what the fuck wasn't you doing.
Wait a minute, hold on, Serizaku. Put your hand back up.
What?
You got, is that a wedding ring?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
That's my red lantern ring.
Yeah, I'm talking about the other hand.
Oh no, it's just a regular ring.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, you got married and didn't tell nobody.
No, not
got
yet.
My good suit in the closet ready to go.
No. But like, I mean, like I've always said, ladies, fix your man a plate, because if you won't, cousin Faith will.
I mean,
we all saw Soul Food. Terry ass didn't want to get up and get Miles no plate. Cousin Faith did. Just saying.
I was just tripping off of that earlier. I was saying that Drake, like the first time we ever saw Drake was on Soul Food getting stomped out by a mom.
That, and then I saw him on the grassy by the one man that could stop him.
Yeah, I mean,
I still want that dude to come out there on a fucking concert and they throw this man in a dunk.
They already did the I'm Upset video where it basically is like Drake healed, and then they catch dude in the hallway, and basically you see them like throw him down the garbage chute. They beat him up and throw him down the garbage chute.
That fucking show, like, only man who can stop Drake. Dude,
I gotta see that video because that video that was in the heat of him and Pusha T's beef, and it had everybody.
Pusha T feud with everybody. I mean, come on, dude. Why don't you tell me who hasn't feuded with Pusha T? Hell, I should be next in line to feud with Pusha T at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of put Pusha T in the same boat that I unfortunately I had to put Ali, and we pretty much we beat that like a dead horse on You Ain't Lying. But
you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I have beat a dead horse before, so.
No, well, I'm saying like no, he didn't. But what I'm saying is like I feel where Ali is coming from on that. It's a lot of stuff that happened this week. Dang, it's like crazy. But it's like
DC Comics with Superman this week.
Well, we talked about that on You Ain't Lying, and
y'all did?
We not.
Damn.
I'm gonna just say what I said, then we get back to Ali. So I'm gonna reiterate it. I'm not going to feed into that because it's almost because I was talking to shout out to Fleet. We had a conversation about it. And we had a conversation about it, and then what happened? Oh yeah, I was basically trying to see if I was tripping, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw some of it," and me and him pretty much had the same sentiment, and it's just like we as Black folks, we don't have to, just because the dude bros or whatever on Twitter and all that, we ain't got to join hands with them on that. It's just like the world, the establishment, everything is what it is, and we have to just ignore that, because
I mean, like when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, well, it's not Clark Kent, it's his son. Like, okay, they actually gonna develop the character. What do we know about him besides that? They done did this. It's like, well,
I mean,
y'all got to start developing these fucking characters. I swear.
Well, I'm gonna say in his defense, they had Super Sons, and we've actually seen his arc. So now he's a young man.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and I'm like, another criticism that I have is like, wait a minute, didn't y'all just do this with Tim Drake? Like, 2 months ago.
I mean, but see, this is the thing though. They had I would
I'm like, wow, y'all can't even let that simmer no time. Like, damn, you just like, hey, we did this with him, and now we're doing him. Like,
well,
okay,
I'm gonna
well.
explain to you how Fleet explained it to me is that
But
when
also,
they
I mean, like another problem that I had with sorry to cut you off is just that my issue is like, wait a minute, why are you giving it away that we're doing this right now? This is like when I was growing up when they did Death of Superman. We said that Doomsday was coming. We said that for what, like 4 5 months in the back of issues. Doomsday was coming, and then Doomsday showed up, was just turn ass going through everybody. Then Superman shows up. Superman basically like just tosses that motherfucker into a lake. Then Doomsday comes back, and then him and Superman fight, and then Superman actually dies.
yep.
And you know why that sold so well? Because they didn't tell everybody Superman was going to die right off the bat.
Well, I mean, but see, this is the difference between that is
We,
that
we,
is
we
just
alluded to it.
I
Like,
mean,
you don't gotta, like, I hate to say this, but like, I used to hate all of my math teachers for always telling me this, but show your work.
I think they have though, and I think what it is
I'm like,
they're
show your
coming out
work.
they're coming out telling you because it's kind of, and I was just thinking about this because I didn't say this to Fleet, but they coming out telling us this because they don't want people to buy the comic
Mm-hmm.
and then the kids get to that page or whatever or the
Mm-hmm.
last page or wherever it is in the storyline. Same thing with like they did with the Batman Damn series, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
you had, him this this Robin,
Mm-hmm.
and you had that silhouette of him or whatever, and same thing they did with that scene. It was supposed to be a love scene in Harley Quinn with Batman and Catwoman, and we had that whole fiasco. Like, they have to telegraph it now because of the image of the original characters. And so they gotta let people know ahead of time. So I thought about it. I was like, hey, it kind of felt like
Now,
now, now they got to, because this is the thing. If
shit,
I
we saw
buy,
Superman get the shit kicked out of him against
I mean, but
Doomsday,
that's
and
different
he
than,
was dead,
but that's, see, we in
straight
America
up,
though.
legitimately dead
Yeah,
for like 6 months, and then they brought
brought
him
him back.
back.
But
But
it's still, but I'm
that was
saying
neither here nor there.
that's
At least
different.
when they did it, it was like
You
it was
knew about it
shocking.
ahead
We
of
didn't
time.
no, we didn't know about it when it first dropped.
Yeah, but that's different. A character dying is different than that type of stuff, because we in America, you know how it is.
Well,
Violence, okay. Sexual
yeah,
stuff, not okay.
no,
So
okay,
that's
yeah.
my thing. It's like they gotta let you know, like when they did the MTV Awards, right? They made sure that they got out in front of the backlash. NFL, when the whole
Wasn't it
Janet
wasn't that on tape? Now
that was
now
live, but they
now it
they
now it's like on tape delay, like by like 5 minutes.
I know that, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like they let it be known afterwards that they made a thing about it, because at the time you didn't see that going on for real
Mm-hmm.
back then. So it's like those types of things have to be telegraphed. You know what I'm saying? If it's on a big stage or big platform, like those types of things, like they have to make sure that they kind of clean that up, because if they have, like, even with the Cardi B thing, like they let people know ahead of time that, hey, they're gonna be performing this song. Hold on to your butts, her and Meg Stallion, like at the Grammys, they let everybody know that it was finna go down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the grannies, they knew, look, all the mamas and the grannies, they knew to turn the TV off at that point and come back. And they even told you, up next, we got Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion performing the #1 song in America. Wow. When we come back. So it gave everybody enough time to go switch it over to
I guess, but I'm also
yeah,
kind of like,
switch it back over there to Law and Order and
I'm
come
like,
back.
I mean, like I was gonna do that anyway, but
Yeah, I know, but I'm just, I now that I think about it, it's like we don't have to.
I'm like, you gonna basically give away the twist of your next book. It's like, oh shit,
No,
like
but I'm saying,
that's
but
like the image in question isn't even until the last damn page. So it's like,
but
well,
again,
shit,
if
what
you
is the
go and
point
buy
of me
like,
buying this now? Because I'm like, I already know what's gonna happen at the end of this issue, so it don't fucking matter.
well, like I said, it's like it's not for us. It's for the people that are buying comics for their kids, and it's damn if they do, damn if they don't. So
Yeah,
it's
because
like,
I don't buy comics these days anymore because the writing is just kind of
and that's the big
trash.
thing right there. Besides that, they have a big, LGBTQ fan base. We got a growing
It
black
ain't
fan base.
it ain't even
We got
about that. It's just like the writing is
the
trash.
writing's bad. So that's my whole point. It's like,
But speaking of comic books, and I got to go over and hit on Marvel in a minute here. So, like, it's a writer that's like he's out there because I sent you guys the link about it.
I
He's not
seen
wanting to work for Marvel as long as CB Cebulski is still editor in chief, and
now
I'm
who's
like,
CB Cebulski now?
he
Wow.
was a writer for Marvel like in the early 2000s, right? And then
Mhm.
this man straight up invented another writer who was supposedly Asian named Akira Yoshida. This man wrote under Akira Yoshida's name to get his own work published under Marvel.
Mm.
And then he was like, yeah, no, me and him ain't the same guy. Then he had to come out and admit it that, yeah, we were the same guy. And then he was like, I don't know why everybody is so pissed. It's like, dude, because basically, that's like basically fudging your own fucking resume, bro. Like, if anybody else done that shit, I guarantee you they would not be editor in chief of Marvel.
I mean,
And basically, you have like one of the best writers for Daredevil, the TV show. He's not wanting to work with the company in any aspect as long as you were editor in chief. I'm like, dude, you need to go ahead and step down. Your writing been trash anyway because you've been allowing bullshit for the last couple years. And then
hey,
on top of that, dude, I mean, if I had done that shit, I wouldn't probably have my job.
exactly. But it's like,
We're gonna get him a
mhm.
pass. Like, fuck that noise. No.
I mean, but see, once again, it's profit over everything.
Yeah.
Like, and so my whole thing is they're only doing like, I didn't like how they did Black Panther. I don't like, I mean, it's beyond just like I said, it's beyond whatever people feel like the agenda is. But as far as us, we don't have no smoke for the LGBT community. And me personally, I don't have to speak on it. I'm not gonna do the Boosie
Mm-hmm.
where every time I make a post or every time they make an announcement, I'm gonna be upset about it. When I have kids,
Mm-hmm.
I'll deal with that when I have kids. If however
Yeah.
the world is
But
then.
I'm like, dude, you need to go ahead and step on down because I kind of want that motherfucker writing episodes of Daredevil if y'all decide to bring it
Bring
back.
it back. Yeah, and it's like
Yeah, like, nah, bro, lay him
they
the
got
fuck
deeper
low.
they got deeper issues at Marvel and DC
DC, yeah, because it's
than
like
that.
y'all
And that's
writing
the
is just
problem.
hot garbage. It's like y'all want to start up a fucking storyline and then it didn't sell well.
Hell of it.
We're gonna kill the fucking storyline 2 issues into. It's like you ain't even let it get started.
No, and you know what though? I'll say this with Marvel. Marvel has got to a point. It has gotten to a point where they're starting to listen to the fans, like the Fantastic Four story that they had, the Bride of Doom. It was 3 issues. They got in, they got out, and they got on with life.
Mm-hmm.
Batman, they miniseries, it ain't 12 issues no more. Well, Batman Catwoman is 12 issues, but that's for a reason because it's a murder mystery.
Yeah.
On top of the Phantasm is back, so they
So
might be
yeah,
bringing her into the fold officially into the canon. So you know, kind of like they did Three Jokers, where they went in and out of it. Where and a lot of
yeah,
people hated Three Jokers, but I like Three Jokers because they took time to build that storyline up.
yeah. It's like the
You
problem is like they want to like hit you with the explosive fucking conclusion at the beginning. Like, no, you can't deal to that. You can't just do that. It's a slow fucking burn and a grind up to doing shit sometimes.
I didn't think that was that first issue wasn't that much of a conclusion because we was trying to still figure out who the real deal was, and now we know who the real deal is. We know there's also another one out there, but at the same time, it's like then I think right after that they had Joker War, so it was like now I forgot what's going on. Like now they kind of building up the future of Batman. Like we're getting right now we're getting, you know, the next Batman, we're getting Future State, which is even farther than Batman Beyond. You know what I'm saying? And then we see Bruce's vision for Gotham. Like Gotham is going to and the end of it is going to surpass Metropolis. I just don't like that they got 15 Batman books.
Yeah.
They got 15 Superman books, 15 Wonder Woman books. And
it's too fucking much.
It's too much. And it's like y'all stretching y'all people thin. And then you throw you put these things out there that, like you said, it's like I feel like with Cal, you got not with Cal, but with John, you did see, we watched him grow up over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Now he's coming into his own man. Now we kind of see that, you know what I'm saying? We kind of seeing this go on. And now we get to see Superman. Like that's gonna be the interesting part of like how Superman is going, you know what I'm saying, going to deal with it and
let him be his own man and shit. And it's like, you know, that plot line is definitely more interesting than whatever the fuck he's got going on. Because I'm like,
yeah, I know, but now it's like, you know, he's
it's kind of like the same thing that when I tried watching Boruto, I'm like, you know, I'm kind of more interested in seeing how Naruto is handling, you know, the day-to-day issues of being the top guy. So like he's like, oh man, I can go handle. No, you can't go do that. It's like, what you mean I can't? Because you're the top guy now. You can't be going out on missions and doing shit no more.
Yeah, but I like the fact that they kind of, what up, Mel Weezy? Got my boy Mel Weezy from the Geeky Podcast in the building. Shout out to him. You know, I like the fact that he was able to find a balance, because up until everything started happening, he was kind of neglecting Boruto, and now Boruto has kind of got into his own, and I like that. I like how they were able to continue this story, and I feel like they're doing a better job, even though I never got into it.
Yeah.
As heavily as I got into DBZ, I like how they handle it better than DBZ. So one day I'm gonna
handle all of their future shit, because the problem with DBZ is that we need to go back to the Goku Vegeta well every 30 seconds, and it's like, fuck everybody else.
Yeah. Of course, Mel Weezy, every Monday. Monday we playing that. We just had a doubleheader. We had a bye week last week, and we had a doubleheader this week. And man, I gave Serizaku the bid. Oh, go ahead and before we get to the Ali and Nelly thing, we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Before we get to that, put a book in on that. Go ahead and tell them the matchups.
All right, this week's game of Mutant League Football on Monday, it will be the New Gorleans Zombies versus the Micro Hard Mutilators.
Okay, there we go. So, back to the issue at hand. Like I said,
it's too many books out there right now for DC and Marvel. It's like, y'all need to pare the fuck down quick, fast, in a fucking hurry, and like try to, like, you know, write some actual good stories, and please quit trying to fucking, well, we couldn't do it with this character like 20 years ago, so let's redo this plot line that was really, really popular 20 years ago. Let's do it again.
Yeah, he said the hat is dope.
You
And
know
he
it
gonna be
is, man.
turning
It's
in.
Fatal Fury.
So yeah, like I can't I just can't wait to see like all it like some of the stuff they got set up if they follow through on it like they did with John's story.
Mm-hmm.
I felt because Super Sons was like my favorite book. Like you had Batman, like and then you had it tie into Batman and Superman nicely. Like they had their story going on while Batman and Superman they over here saving the world. But you got Damian and John and Crypto running around over here and they fighting, they fighting the man who laughs by themselves. They fighting, Lobo by themselves. They out here, doing the Lord's work by themselves, and now they getting older and they start to have a little bit more responsibility.
Yeah.
And Damien
Like
like
here
out
the thing
fighting for
is
his
that
life.
you got it's like, okay, you need to, like, I get it. Like, you have all these characters. I think what you need to do, you need to go from like having 12 issues for like Batman and shit where he's in different things. And you need to have him either doing detective shit or you have him doing, hey, I'm over here working with the league in this issue over here. So we're gonna be taking on a triple A level threat. So in this issue over here, where it's the rest of the Bat family, they are dealing with an A level threat or a B level threat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Exactly.
like, okay, Damien doing his thing. Let him take on a C to an upper B level threat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So do that shit. But like, you have too many fucking books of this shit. It's like, okay, I can't really care when you have just too damn many.
And like I said, when it comes to John,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about next week. I can't wait. Like
Oh
this
yeah,
week was
because
a lot
DC fandom, like, apparently,
tomorrow.
yeah, like they said it's already started, but they don't really have none yet. I think what we're gonna get, I think we're probably gonna get another trailer for Gotham Knights, maybe some gameplay. I
Suicide
think,
Squad versus Justice League.
yeah, Killing
Uh,
Justice League. We'll probably get the next Injustice movie trailer, or we'll get Injustice 3 trailer, or we'll probably get MK12's trailer. But I really don't
I
care
think it's gonna
anymore.
be Injustice too. That
It's
movie wasn't that good.
I'm like, I mean, the Injustice movie is like, it's doing the comic book, so it's like, okay, this is year one. All right,
Yeah.
but like,
Um.
I think maybe we'll probably get another Batman trailer probably this weekend for the Robert Pattinson movie, because I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and it's coming out in March. Like it's right
Yeah,
around the corner. So
yeah. Everybody was like, "Oh, Robert Pattinson's gonna suck." I'm like, go watch any of his movies that's not Twilight. That motherfucker can act.
yeah.
It's like,
Black Adam.
yeah, Black Adam. We got the fucking Rock.
Did you see Rock? Did you see Rock on the Tech Nine song?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Oh, I was like, he
Like,
got mad.
damn.
John Cena catching up on him with the acting. So he said, "Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you one."
Like, John Cena had a rap album that was gold. That was like, it was it. Like, I have that album. That shit is in there.
Oh yeah. So to rope back around, because next week we're gonna have the Halloween Kills.
Spoiler review.
He said the Rock cannot rap, bro. Like, I mean, it was a good 8 bars. It wasn't like I
Yeah,
wasn't
it
expecting
was.
like
It wasn't. He wasn't going to pull a John Cena, and the whole damn album was just going to be fucking fire.
yeah. That was just
But
like a one-off
for
thing that he did.
for the one-off thing that he did, that wasn't
It was
bad.
cool.
I mean, but then again,
We know Tech wrote it.
yeah, we know Tech wrote it.
Wrote it.
Tech was like, get around something cool to say.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's still better than most of the mumble rappers. So I'm gonna just say that.
Yep. And most of the other wrestler rappers that tried, but
The only person he didn't beat was Mega Ran.
yeah. I think that would have kind of said it. They did do a remix, put him on it. But
No, Mega Ran write his own shit, and that just
no, I'm saying have a remix to that song where they have like him on it. Maybe like you go get John Cena, get him out of just make it.
Oh, Man, at that point, you might as well do a fucking album then, and it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, that's it.
Matter of fact, he could do a Matt Mania album with like The Rock, John Cena.
Because I got both them Matt Mania albums.
Yeah, go get Rey Mysterio. Go
Yeah.
get the dude who did do a Wolfpack theme song remix.
Go get Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
Had a whole damn song with Booker T. Booker T just standing there. I was just like,
that was
bruh,
hilarious.
that shit was hilarious, but also like, damn, how much are they paying Booker T to be in this damn video?
Yeah,
Like, this is the easiest money he done ever made wrestling. He like, you want me to stand here in my GI Bro gear and don't do nothing? Yeah.
man.
How much you paying me again? Like, fuck.
So the rope back around to the whole, and we don't get out of here on this, to the whole Ali thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say this, and we're gonna pretty much be done with it. This will be the bookend to it, but it's like, bro, I know you upset. I know you put a lot of work in, and I know it's hard, but just like Breezy and Serizaku and everybody told me over the years, it's like you can't punch up to the moon. You know what I'm saying? And when folks got a little bit more of a fan base and you got more people that's vocally on their side, like everybody knows what happened in my situation wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And you had certain people apologize and stuff like that, but I had to let it go in order to, you know, keep progressing. You know, shout out to Voyager STL, like, for having me on their site. You know, that article was dope. I'm happy for the opportunity. And, you know, still got a lot of work yet to go. But it's kind of like, it's just like, bro, you just gonna keep going, and it's like it's backfiring on you. It's not gonna end the way that you think it's gonna end. You have to let that go, and you know you're getting ready to get paid off. You're getting ready to get your money back. You're getting ready to get your restitution for the work that you put in. But take that money and put it into some marketing. You know what I'm saying? Holla at Darius. You know what he do? And him, you know, promote all the projects. You don't need to get on social media to, you know, try to get clout off of, you know what I'm saying, doing something 20 years ago that frankly, ever since Drake, nobody care about people writing. They really don't. Like that's a mute point. You can
Yeah,
say that he's
unfortunately.
flopping, but the type of money that Nelly got and the type of influence he got, we know what type of dude he is now. We appreciate everything he's done, but at the same time, everything he didn't do is what's holding the city back. And you know, the people that are getting on, you just gonna have to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to get out of the city. You're gonna have to get other opportunities elsewhere because until he either retires or he dies, you know, everything has to go through Nelly. You know what I'm saying? Everything, it's like, it's that scene. What was that scene? Was it in Untouchables or was it in The Usual Suspects when he was just like, dude was like, I don't care if it's a nickel bag on the street, I won't in. So that's basically how Nelly is operating. And you know this. You thought that you were his right hand man, and you thought that it's never a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And especially you putting all that, like, not just music work, but footwork in and getting active on his behalf in the industry, in the streets, whatever the case may be. And you know, you start here, but then you put him on and he goes higher and you kind of stay right here. It's like you try to play the mediator with, you know, Murphy and Keywan, they knew what was up. So that's why they left 10 years ago. They didn't wait around to see him stab you in the back. It was just like, it was a conversation and they just said, okay, cool, we're gonna bounce. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't want him to become the bitter old guy, and then it hinders what Murphy Keywan got going on. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. I mean, Serizaku, you got something?
I mean, you kind of said everything needed to be said on that.
So we done. We're done talking about it. I just wanted to give a bookend on that situation. We covered a lot, man.
I got one shout out this week.
Okay.
Comic Cleaning Company. I talked about them last week. I'm talking about them again. They did phenomenal work for me. They will do phenomenal work for you. Contact them through Facebook or their phone number 314-944-3838. Okay. They hiring right now, so if you're looking for work, go over there. Give it a shot. I mean, anything helps if you're looking for work. On top of that, they do phenomenal job. So,
okay,
that's what it is.
Shout out to that boy. You know what I'm saying? That boy Charlie, man. Charlie Norwood.
Yeah, it's another one.
Yeah. If a wickedness, I'm really gonna get strangled. Well, the fell down like a fallen angel. They better watch every single angle. If they wanna lose, they're gonna get mangled. To all the fall, but the lies better realize, recognize the evil hover around like a bunch of flies. Flies people sitting, they wanna try right. Take off when I'm all better.
I want everybody to go over there and check what he got going on. Child of God on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Shout out to my boy Darius Rock. Mike Check Global, y'all go check him out. MikeCheckGlobal.com. Y'all make sure y'all check out their boy Raw Kizzy.
Bow down, yeah, you know I'm a king now. I see wearing choke chains, be the thing now. You couldn't catch me rocking that shit if they paid me. I don't give a fuck if it was trending by Jay-Z. You ain't hard body homeboy, you just look mad. The tats on your face just paint. Who did that? You hating on me, how far that's gonna get you? Standing like the art swag on crab raccoon. Turn your little beef, low main in the cat food. Pull up at the dog pound, bumping that dog food. Feeling like Corrupt when he kicked the buildings over. Feeling like a smoke moon.
Of course, shout out to CMW Hayes, You Ain't Lying podcast every Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan.
Hold on, we gotta run that back.
For the fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan.
One more time.
For the fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan. Rockin'.
Wait a minute.
For the fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan. Rockin' 6 rings. Blue Gang 12s on Montclair lounge pants. With a white tee round my neck, the Jesus piece. Building like Noah's Ark, they ain't wanna believe in me. Give me some time, bet it's blowing up like TNT. Niggas won't trip. Haters like that. Look what they did to Nip and Triple X. Even seeing robbing old ladies on the internet. Niggas moving with no morals, we not into that. Come to my world, St. Louis, Midwest. Riding dirty still with aspiring temp tax. Man, fuck these niggas and them chicks. If they ain't around trying to get rich, I be riding around the hood with the stick. Down bad, contemplating hitting licks. My neighborhood has seen so many losses, but at the same time created young bosses. Grinding, so what I want I can't afford.
Yeah, so y'all already know what time it is with us, man. Decent Best Podcast every Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time. And we out.
Boom.
Peace.
Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up,